Welcome to our exploration of conflict resolution, a vital skill that shapes both personal and professional landscapes. Let's dive into what conflict resolution truly means. At its core, it's about finding peaceful solutions to disagreements that affect our relationships and environments. But why is it so important? From boardrooms to classrooms and communities, conflicts are inevitable, and how we handle them can make a significant impact. In various fields, whether you're negotiating a business deal, mediating a family dispute, or resolving a community tension, mastering conflict resolution is critical. Traditional methods often miss the mark by focusing on positions rather than the underlying interests and needs of the parties involved. This misalignment can lead to temporary fixes rather than lasting solutions. We'll explore common methods such as negotiation, mediation, and arbitration. Each has its strengths, but also its limitations. Shifting our focus to underlying interests is key to more effective and sustainable outcomes. As we move forward, you'll see how digging deeper into the needs and interests at play can transform the way we resolve conflicts. Get ready to challenge traditional approaches and embrace a more relational method of conflict resolution. Conflicts are an inevitable part of both our personal and professional lives. Many conflicts arise from common sources, misunderstandings, unmet expectations, and differing goals. Traditional methods of conflict resolution tend to focus heavily on the positions each party takes. While this may seem straightforward, it often overlooks the more profound underlying interests and needs that drive those positions. For example, two employees might argue over a project timeline. The traditional approach would focus on compromising the timeline rather than understanding why each deadline matters to them. This emphasis on positions rather than core interests frequently results in solutions that neither satisfy nor address the root of the problem. It can leave both parties feeling unheard and disgruntled. Our journey begins by examining these limitations, setting the stage for exploring more effective conflict resolution methods. You'll see how shifting focus from positions to underlying interests can pave the way for more meaningful and sustainable resolutions. Join us as we delve deeper into these dynamics and uncover a more relational approach to resolving conflicts. Welcome to the introduction of the interest-based relational approach, a transformative solution in the field of conflict resolution. The interest-based relational approach is all about identifying and addressing the underlying interests and needs of the parties involved in the conflict. Unlike traditional methods that often focus only on positions, this approach delves deeper, uncovering the real motivations behind the disputes. Core principles of the interest-based relational approach include open communication, mutual respect, and collaboration. Instead of merely arguing over fixed positions, parties work together to find common ground and explore solutions that satisfy everyone's interests. This focus on interests rather than positions leads to more sustainable and harmonious resolutions, fostering stronger relationships and better outcomes. By understanding and addressing the real needs behind the conflict, this approach transforms adversarial disputes into opportunities for growth and understanding. As we dive deeper, you will discover practical steps and real-life examples illustrating how this approach can effectively resolve even the most challenging conflicts. Next, we'll explore the core principles in more depth, providing you with actionable insights you can apply in your own conflict resolution scenarios. At the heart of the interest-based relational approach are three core principles: understanding interests versus positions, building relationships, and collaborative problem solving. Firstly, let's distinguish between interests and positions. Positions are what individuals say they want, while interests are the underlying reasons and needs driving these positions. By understanding the interests of all parties, we can uncover what truly matters to each person involved. Next, building strong relationships is crucial. When parties feel respected and valued, trust grows, making open communication and mutual understanding easier. Strong relationships form the foundation for effective conflict resolution. Finally, collaborative problem solving is the key to achieving resolutions that satisfy everyone's interests. Instead of competing over fixed positions, parties work together to explore creative solutions. This approach turns conflicts into opportunities for cooperation and innovation. Together, these principles form a powerful framework for resolving conflicts in a way that promotes lasting peace and satisfaction. You'll see how these principles are applied in real-world scenarios, showcasing the true potential of the interest-based relational approach. Let's delve into a real-life example of a workplace conflict and observe how the interest-based relational approach can effectively bring about resolution. Imagine a scenario where two employees are constantly clashing over their roles and responsibilities. Traditional methods, such as mediation or arbitration, have not yielded lasting results because they focus solely on the visible positions taken by the individuals. Here, we implement the interest-based relational approach, which emphasizes understanding the deeper underlying interests and needs of both parties involved. By engaging in open dialogue and collaborative problem-solving, the employees express their genuine concerns and aspirations, leading to the discovery of shared interests that were previously overlooked. Through this process, they realize that their conflict stems from a desire for professional recognition and opportunities for growth. With this newfound understanding, they work together to reallocate tasks, ensuring that both can achieve their goals while maintaining harmony in the workplace. This example highlights the power of the interest-based relational approach in transforming conflict into a platform for mutual benefit and relationship building. Next, you'll see another case study where this approach resolves a community dispute, further illustrating its effectiveness and versatility. Now, let's explore a community dispute and how the interest-based relational approach can help resolve it. Imagine a neighborhood where two sides are constantly at odds over parking spaces. Tensions rise and interactions turn sour. Both parties are holding firm to their positions, yet beneath these positions are underlying interests that need to be addressed. Using the interest-based relational approach, we first focus on identifying these interests. For one side, it's about ensuring access for an elderly family member who needs frequent medical attention. For the other, it's about preserving space for their family gatherings. We bring both parties together and encourage open dialogue, promoting understanding and empathy. By focusing on their underlying interests rather than their initial positions, we create a platform for collaborative problem-solving. The community proposes a rotation system for parking, ensuring that each family's needs are met on specific days. This solution respects the interests of both parties and fosters a sense of cooperation and mutual respect. Through this process, the dispute is not only resolved, but the relationship between the neighbors also strengthens, demonstrating the power and effectiveness of the interest-based relational approach. Moving forward, you'll see more examples of how this approach can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and understanding. As we delve deeper into the interest-based relational approach, it's essential to highlight its far-reaching benefits. This approach not only resolves conflicts, but enriches relationships between parties. When we focus on underlying interests rather than positions, we foster a deeper understanding, paving the way for more meaningful connections. By prioritizing shared needs and goals, the approach offers long-term solutions rather than temporary fixes. This means conflicts are not just patched up, but genuinely resolved, leading to lasting peace and cooperation. One of the standout advantages is the increased satisfaction among all parties involved. When everyone feels heard and understood, they are more likely to be content with the outcome, creating a positive ripple effect in both personal and professional settings. In essence, embracing the interest-based relational approach transforms the way we handle conflicts, turning potential disputes into opportunities for collaboration and growth. As we continue, we'll explore practical steps to implement this approach effectively. Stay tuned to see how you can apply these principles in your own situations. To implement the interest-based relational approach effectively, begin by thoroughly identifying the interests of all parties involved. This means understanding their needs, desires, and concerns, which are often hidden beneath surface-level positions. Next, focus on building and nurturing relationships. Trust and understanding between parties are crucial for open dialogue and successful negotiations. Lastly, engage in collaborative problem-solving. Encourage all involved to brainstorm and develop solutions together, ensuring that everyone's interests are considered and addressed. This step-by-step process creates a foundation for sustainable, long-term conflict resolution. As we move forward, you'll see how these steps come to life in various real-world scenarios, illustrating the profound impact of the interest-based relational approach. While implementing the interest-based relational approach, you may face challenges that test your resolve and ingenuity. Among the most common obstacles are parties being entrenched in their positions, communication breakdowns, and misunderstanding the core interests at stake. Overcoming these obstacles requires diligence, patience, and a commitment to empathy. During these times, remember that staying focused on the underlying interests rather than the positions can open new pathways to resolution. Facilitate open dialogues, encourage honest communication, and continuously remind participants of the shared goals. Another significant challenge is maintaining momentum and ensuring that the parties do not revert to old habits. Regular check-ins and follow-ups can be instrumental in this. Consistently revisit the core principles of the interest-based relational approach to reinforce its value and importance. By acknowledging and preparing for these common challenges, you can navigate through them with greater confidence. The key is to remain flexible, be willing to adapt strategies as needed, and always keep the focus on the underlying interests of all parties involved. Moving forward, you'll see how these principles apply in more complex scenarios and how you can continue to refine your approach. In conclusion, the interest-based relational approach offers a powerful and effective way to resolve conflicts by focusing on the underlying interests and needs of all parties involved. Throughout this video, we've explored how this method can transform conflicts in both personal and professional settings. We've seen how understanding interests rather than positions can build stronger relationships and foster long-term solutions. We encourage you to apply this approach in your own conflicts. By doing so, you'll not only resolve disputes more effectively, but also create more meaningful connections with others. Remember, conflict resolution isn't just about finding a quick fix. It's about understanding and addressing the deeper needs that drive conflicts. For those interested in diving deeper, numerous resources are available to help you hone your skills further. Whether you're a student, professional, or mediator, these tools can offer invaluable insights and practical advice. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Moving forward, remember to champion the interest-based relational approach in your interactions. By doing so, you contribute to a more harmonious and understanding world. Explore the resources provided and start applying these principles today. Your journey to better conflict resolution begins now.